Okay guys, we're back. That stream delay looks a little bit better. We've got 14 minutes until London Open. Okay, so if anyone missed anything, let's just do a quick rundown what we're looking for here. So right now gold, yesterday we closed bullish, and I believe that if we re-break, okay, we did break yesterday's low, but we've now formed a new low on today's candle and we drove up to create a new high, or let's see here. Okay, we did create a new high for the day, but we're coming back down now into this range, and I believe that if we re-break today's low, we could potentially then fill, maybe not fill these entire wicks, but we've got a support at 1702 which we could move down to if we re-break today's low, which is right over here. Right now we are just in a range, and I'm more bullish on gold than bearish right now. I believe that this week we either will see some correction or consolidation here in gold. I don't think we'll have a major push if we do break this support this week. I think that'll come next week when we have interest rates for the dollar. So just keep that in mind. So yeah, right now we are just in a range and we are waiting for a break above either 17, 12, 350 or yeah, like I say with sells, I'm not too happy with sells. If we do break this support, we could move down to 1702. If we break 1702, there's a lot of clean traffic to the left, but it's a huge range that you'll have to fill here. So I feel like we may just not have the volume to drive down all this way today. You know, next major support is at 1685, 160 pips away. GJ overall bullish. Okay, we had a nice strong bullish daily candle yesterday. We've got a wick to fill. Only thing I'm concerned about right now is this daily support right over here. But overall, I mean, look at the weekly here. Also tapped into weekly resistance. Tricky, but I mean, overall we are uptrending. Okay, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher low, and we are expecting price to at least push up back to those highs from yesterday. So we are just waiting for a break above 165,300, this resistance right over here. Above there we got nice clean candles moving up. Tavares, no sells on GJ just yet. Waiting for the hourly candle to close. I did also speak about fake out sells here. If we close back into this range, you could potentially get some sells. It's quite a small range, honestly. Not really worth it. And if we break below 164,790, yeah, we got clean candles moving down to support here, but like I say, you just have to look at the structure on the higher time frame. Formed a high, we've pulled back quite a bit already. Gold, just in a range. I got bars above 1712. And then for sells, it's tricky. We'll see if price breaks below any of these supports. But I'd rather take bars here if we could get a closure above. Seven and a half minutes. Let's see, looks like we may have this fake out on GJ to move down a little bit further. Yeah, I agree. Gold this week is probably going to just be a mess. Gee, I get up for 2 minutes and there's double the views here. 4 hour on gold. It looks like it might have created support here. Look at GJ. So for GJ, we may continue moving down here. But if we close, I think the way it's closing right now, there's not a whole lot of range back down to support. So not going to be taking a trade if we close anything like that. You didn't tell me shit, bro. What did you tell me? It's in a range. "30 seconds. We retraced a little bit, leaving a little bit more room here for sales. Ooh, straight down. But for sales, I'd have to wait for a break below support now. Oh yeah, true. You actually didn't tell me anything. You asked me a question. And I gave you my opinion. So nothing we can really do with these candle closures. Yeah, potentially. We'll see how we react here. Already looks like we are rejecting. Nothing to do just yet. We are in a range, so just stay patient, guys. We'll see how this 15-minute candle closes, but I don't think it will give us anything. So we may be waiting for 9:30 here. Oh, where Justin? Is Justin on here? Morning narcotics. Ooh. Where's Tavares? Is he still in that cell? Head and shoulders. Listen to this guy. Nah, now he's in drawdown. It's not even in break even. His body hits stop loss. What did you tell me again? Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, GJ coming in hot. Honestly, this 15-minute candle is doing a lot of work here. So I feel even if we close above the range on the 15, I may be waiting for a 30-minute candle to close above 165,300. What I mean by this candle doing a lot of work is sometimes you'll see when there's a big 15-minute candle, the next 15 minutes can end up being a weak candle, and then your next 30-minute we drive up. This is exactly what happened here. 11 o'clock, so that was Asian close actually. We had a nice push on that 15-minute, that first 15-minute. The next 15-minute was just a weak bullish candle, and then the next 30-minute we drove up. So I don't really like to use 15 minutes as a confirmation. I've kind of started to stay away from it. It has its time and place. Yeah, I also see this head and shoulders, but I mean, really, like, that's a stretch, man. You could just really simplify it, make it a lot easier for yourself and say that we are in a range. Straight. Don't make things hard for yourself. Doesn't have to be difficult. Spoke about it earlier in the stream. Look for easy trades. This range right here. There's nothing stopping price from moving up to resistance. If we can break into this range with volume, there's a very high probability we move up into resistance. April Nolan? Yeah, I got famous influencers here in the chat. Pre-Nolan Nadu. Remember the name. TP1 on bars will be 1673. So what am I saying? 165730. I know we've got resistance right over here. But I'm taking this level from the left. Because like I say, my TP1 will be at 165,730. So at that point, I'll probably close 50% and leave runners here. Maybe I'll close like another 25% tapping into this level. And then see if we can move up into 166, 190. One six five, 650. I must say that's a good idea. I think that's a much better level shaker. Yeah, TP1 165, 650, 660. Yeah, that's better because you can see price reacted here, and then we had a resistance here at 165, 650, and then support is formed. Thanks for that, shaker. Gold looks like it's going to move down to support. But the thing is, sometimes price looks like it will do something, and maybe it does do that thing, but it's just not something that you are comfortable executing on. And this right here, I'm just not comfortable with. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Thanks for joining this morning. We've been quite patient so far. Waiting for a closure above 165,300 here on GJ for bars. So we've got about 20 minutes left. Gold for me is just in a range. I'm not too comfortable with this. Arguably, you had resistance on the hourly here. Or there. And you've now got a fake out to potentially move down. But yeah, not gonna work for me. It's not really clean on any time frame. Here you got support on the 4 hour. 30 minutes, you got support here. So you got a lot of traffic here to the left. So if you're taking sells here, or even below this support, you're selling straight into this traffic. Yeah, gold does look nasty today. Yeah, Shaker, you on it today. Nothing for gold, but GJ should be where it's at for London session at least. I agree. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. But yeah, let's leave gold alone. Just waiting for GJ. So you see that 15 minute, that closure doesn't really help us. So we've got 15 minutes now until the 30-minute candle closes. Let's see if we can close above 165,300. Let's have a look at Bitcoin. There's been a little bit of dollar weakness. So you can see Bitcoin pushing up here. But this is really just a pullback. Kind of doing the same thing as gold. Just sitting in a range. It's been moving down, now it's sitting in a range. So you could potentially correct some of this move, or if you break support here, you could see price continue down. How to avoid fake out. Trade with the trend. Trade with the trend. Look at your higher time frames. What direction is the higher time frame moving in? If you can see your higher time frame is moving bullish, then in order to take sells, you need to be a little bit more conservative. So for counter trend trades, maybe something like this could work. Okay, no, I don't want to give you guys any bad ideas here. But after a strong push up, okay, and you get like a bearish engulfing candle, something like that, or like that, or like that, you know, then you can maybe capitalize on that initial move down. But after that initial move down, you can see how price starts to kind of just consolidate. Same thing here, we had that initial move down that was clean. Now things are consolidating. So at this point, I wouldn't want to take sells within this range. I want to wait for that bullish momentum to kick back in and just trade with the trend. You basically need price to now, at this point, if you want to take sells, you need price to actually give you a confirmation that the structure is changing. So we've got a lower low right here. If we break this low, let's zoom out a bit. Maybe a 4-hour will be best. Okay, yeah, you can see higher higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So we formed a higher low here. We anticipating price to push up to the previous high. Now, like I say, if you want to take further sells, the best idea is for structure to break. So you probably want to see this low here break, because let's see, as long as price respects this previous low right here, we are still in an uptrend. So you could even see something like that. Yeah, I was thinking, if we can close above 165,300, like Shaker said there in the chat, we may open up with no bottom wick and just drive straight up. GJ does do that quite often, and when there's volume and we have these strong candles, sometimes we don't even get those deep wicks. Look at these wicks here. So we may just execute on the new 30-minute candle. I think stops will be below this 15-minute. Yeah, come on guys. Everyone joining the stream here today, thank you so much. Please don't forget to leave a like. Yeah, we may just enter bars as the 30-minute candle closes. We'll just see. Wow, look at this. 29 people in the chat. Good morning, everybody. Please don't forget to leave a like here today. Otherwise, you'll get 7 years of bad trades. Nah, I'm joking. You'll be fine, just show up to the stream. 7 minutes to go. I'll tell you guys what I'm thinking as we come closer to this candle closure. I'm not sure if I'm going to enter on the closure just yet. I may want to wait for a bottom wick to form. But there's a lot of volume, and like I said, GJ sometimes leaves you behind no bottom wick. Okay, I don't mind this. There's this level to the left, right here, that's concerning me a little bit, and if we can close above that, that's going to be great. The issue is now stops are going to be so wide. Not too bad. I think at this point I'm going to have to wait for a wick to form. Unless we can pull back down a little bit before the candle closes. Look at it go. Yeah, don't FOMO, guys. Listen to Mr. Nico. Just be patient. 5 minutes here. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of a retracement. So this is good. If we close below resistance, if you close below 163, 165, 300, then we just need to wait a little bit longer, maybe for the next 15-minute candle. Okay, pushing up again. 1 minute left. Okay, so looks like it's gonna get away from us here. Look at it go. Guys, I don't think we'll get a trade here. Look at this volume. There's seriously nothing to do here, guys. I mean, where are you gonna place your stop? Below the previous 15-minute candle? It's not ideal. To enter now would just be a FOMO trade. So let's see if we could wick down on this candle, maybe down to 165,370, and then we'll look on the lower time frames here if we can maybe form support. Okay, let's look for other options here. So above resistance 165,760 is another opportunity then to take buys if we can close above there. Got a nice bottom wick on this candle. You know, arguably if you break the highs here, you could use current candle stops. Just that's not for me really. It really would make sense for price to continue moving up here to 165,650 once we break these current candle highs here. But like I say, it's just not a setup that I really want to take. We're like already halfway through this range, more than halfway. Would have been nice to see this 30-minute candle close, you know, just above this range. Yeah, at this point we probably are waiting for the 1 hour candle. Yeah, Shaker, like we spoke about yesterday, how the last 15-minute candle could maybe set up for the new hourly. So if we could actually close bearish on the last 15 minutes of the hourly, that's fine. Then we should form a decent support that in the next 15-minute candle, the first 15 minutes of the new hourly, if we could close bullish, so we would have like a, I don't have the right colors here. But yeah, you could get a bearish candle next 15 minutes, and then the first 15 minutes of the new hourly candle, we get a bullish candle, and then your new hourly should drive up. So really, like I said, just in simple terms, waiting for support to form. I think this candle, now that it's flipped again, we're gonna drive up to 165, 650. See if this hourly candle could close, just above 165, 300, then you got a wick to fill on the new hourly. Yeah, yeah, hey. If you did have bar stops above that 15-minute candle, yeah. So sorry. But that's FOMO. Look how much it's moved already within this range. Okay, so it doesn't really leave you with much range here to take a trade. You've got about 10 pips. So your options here when you close so deep in a range are either wait for support to form for us to move back up, or wait for a closure above the next resistance. Interesting. Looks like your 5 minutes forming support right on the previous support level there. Look at gold. Just looks so ugly. Sheesh. What happens if this 15-minute close is below 165,300? Could be a fake out to move down. We actually had something similar happen the other day. Let's look over here. Okay, so we had this push up, we had this pull back down. We formed a resistance right over here. We closed above that resistance, but the thing is now, look at this level to the left here. We got this hourly support kind of thing right there, which we tapped into and then rejected and moved down back to support, grabbed liquidity, and then we moved up. So we had quite a strong move yesterday already. Maybe that's what's going to happen today as well. Same kind of idea here. We had a resistance formed, we closed above, and yeah, I guess we tapped into this hourly support right here. One hour zoom out, 1st of July. You'll see price action support too. Yeah, right here. What, this? Now I'm from South Africa. And yourself? So there you go. We closed back into the range on the 15-minute, but your new 15-minute is already driving up here. So let's see if we can close above 163, or sorry, 165 300 on the hourly. We'll have a wick to fill here. Oh, shaken, no man, I wasn't sure. I didn't want to just assume. Look at this. A lot of volume here on GJ. This 5-minute closes like this. We might just rocket up here in the last 10 minutes of the hourly. But let's not worry about the 5 minutes. So we respected this 15-minute low here, continuously respecting the lows of the previous candles. Formed a support here on the 5 minutes. You may just see price move up, but I'm waiting for the hourly candle closure. About 5 minutes here until the hourly candle closes. Let's see if we're going to close above 165, 300, and then we could be taking advantage of this wick fill here. Gold starting to move up, but still in a range. Nothing to do there today. If we close back below 165,300, we could be looking at a fake out. Although your resistance on the hourly is actually down here. So in theory, you've still closed above most recent resistance. Well, as long as you close above most recent resistance on the hourly, you may still drive up, but looking left. Yeah, looking left, this level at 165,300 is key. I want to stay above that level if I'm looking for buys. And if we do close into this range again, it could be a fake out for sells. Maybe move back down to support, but I'll probably call it a day. Not going to be taking those sells. It's going to be interesting to see how this candle closes. Got 45 seconds left. Right now, the way this 15-minute candle looks, I don't really like it. Three seconds. Hourly's not closing too bad here. Closed nicely though. Okay, we could drive up. Maybe that could be the bottom wick for this new hourly candle. We could potentially just drive straight up here. I wanted to see a slightly steeper wick, maybe into 165, 350. The thing is, your previous 30-minute was bearish, so in theory you've now created resistance right over here. So if we were to have taken bars on the flip of this candle, you don't have a lot of range moving up to that resistance. So I'd rather want to see price move down and respect these lows and then move back up. So if we could get a steeper wick, then maybe we could have a past up current candle highs. I don't know, guys. I don't think I'm gonna have a trade here today. That could be it though. Breaking that 15-minute high to continue moving up. But yeah, you can just see the range right here on the 15 as your resistance. So you'd be at break even right now. 7 pips. Five-minute looks good. But as you guys know, I don't really use the 5-minute too often, so I'll take notes here. We definitely had that play there in the 5-minute. That is probably the cleanest setup of the day, in fact. Oh, look at gold. Looks like the hourly close with no top wick here on gold. That's a problem. And if you took GBPJPY on the flip, you're about to get stopped out at break even. Yep, there you go. Break even for those bars if you took it on the closure or the flip of the new candle. Like I said, not enough range moving up. You need to see a steeper wick on this hourly candle. So yeah, we may not necessarily get a trade today, but that's not to say that it's a bad day. It's been a pretty good day. We saved the bullet here by not taking any trades. There was just nothing really setting up, at least for me, my setups, my entries. When price was moving, it moved too quickly, didn't get those entry confirmations. So far no trades. Looking like that might be it for the day. we could see these bars on gold play out either, I think on the next 4-hour candle, Asian closes at 11. So we could have that volume within an hour or so. But I think I'll probably call it a day. I don't really like to trade the beginning or end of the 4-hour candle. So I'd rather wait to see if this setup plays out during New York, pre-New York. But so far this morning we've had very little volume here in gold, and now we are starting to kick up in the last hour of Asian session. So this could be a volume. If we could close above, 17.12, 17.13, we could potentially continue up here in gold today. Definitely looks like we should move back up to these highs sometime today. 17.19, 17.20, somewhere up there. Guys, I think that's going to be it for the stream today. No positions. It's not bad. Gold really did nothing for us today. GJ moved too quickly, didn't really get that closure above that we wanted. And then the second option was to wait for support to form, but for me there was just not enough range here to move up. Unless you took bars on this 5-minute close, which, like I explained, I don't really look at the 5-minute too often. But that was probably your cleanest setup for the day. The thing is, you may have got stopped out at break even, because as we moved up into these previous highs right over here, I would have wanted stops to be at break even. Maybe you would have survived. Gold, please. I've got about 4 minutes till you can do anything on gold anyway, so nothing. Waiting for a closure above 17.12.350. Okay. So we formed resistance at 165,500. Now, let's see if this 15-minute candle can close above resistance. We could potentially then continue moving up. I do not think that I'll be getting a trade here. Because I kind of want to go break even at 165,660. Doesn't leave us a whole lot of room here. Look at this. I think your 15 minutes going to close in the range here, which, well, means that we're in a range. So, nothing to do. And the fact that your 15-minute close respecting resistance there, your 30-minute hasn't broken the previous 30-minute low yet. If we re-break this current candle low, we could potentially move back down to 165,250 here. But that's not a trade that I'm going to take. So I think this is the stream, guys. Gold also closed below resistance. There's really nothing to do here for me. That's my session done. So I'll see you tomorrow. Take it easy, guys. Stay patient. Just remember, no trade is not necessarily a bad thing. We saved the bullet so we can kill it tomorrow. Great stuff. See you guys. Cheers.